Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today is a very old video, reason being it's an emergency stock video seeing as I'm in Sicily, sweet old Sicily behind me, on a holiday. Now originally I was meant to make a couple of videos while I was here. That was the plan. Never happened, so I hope you guys can still appreciate the tutorial. It's still something different, 3 miniature cakes that I did a very long time ago. You'll notice because the audio is not so great compared to my videos that I make nowadays, which are quality is just a lot better. But I'll be back home in 4 days, so I'll be able to make those great quality videos again starting next week. So thanks for your patience, and I hope you enjoyed this authentic video tutorial from the old days. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll catch you next week. I've got my 4-inch cake here, and I'm just marking the outside with my serrated knife so I've got a guide to cut through the cake straight. I'm sewing and turning my turntable as I go. Applying a bit of buttercream to my 6-inch board to fix my cake on top. Applying some sugar syrup, and I'll have the recipe for that in the description box below. And then applying my buttercream using a piping bag. Attach the middle section of your cake and repeat the same steps. And this time the bottom section of the cake becomes the top, so it's nice and flat. I turned it upside down. Applying some turquoise coloured buttercream onto my cake, shifting out to the sides, making sure it's overlapping, going over the cake, and then applying some extra buttercream to the sides of my cake, a nice healthy amount because we're going to be scraping it down with the bench scraper till it's nice and smooth, and then remove that lip of frosting with your spatula, just bringing it into the centre of the cake. I've gone in with my airbrush and some edible airbrush colour by Americolor, just to make a bit of a gradient from dark blue to light blue. And just for easy piping, I put it onto a little container there, using a round piping tip to apply my bubbles with some regular coloured buttercream. I'm squeezing, making sure the buttercream's touched, and going in a small circular motion so I don't have any little pointy bits sticking out of the bubbles. And I'm using a leaf tip here, or actually I have all the numbered tips in the description box below. It's probably a lot easier that way. And just creating some flowers. And I've got the little square of parchment paper here on a super large piping nail that you can find at cake decorating stores. And just rotating, piping, and as I move to the center of the cake, my petals become smaller and smaller and more lifted. So show you one more time here. Here it's piping out longer and flatter. As I move to the center, they become shorter, and I'm moving my piping tip upwards a lot more, and then popping those into the freezer until they set. Here I've dusted a silicone shell mat with some cornstarch, applying some fondant into the mold, and then cutting away, starting from the center and moving out. Another way to do this is to just press the fondant directly into the mold. So just taking a little bit of fondant so I don't have any overlap, and just pressing it down, clearing up the sides so it's nice and sharp, just by running my finger around in a circular motion. Pop it out and it's the exact same effect. Then arrange those on your cake. I've got the flowers here that are nice and hard now because they've been in the freezer/fridge. And that's the first cake. For the second cake, I've used a stencil that I've made out of regular copy paper, just cutting triangles to create a zigzag kind of pattern. And then I'm going to apply that to the cake and adhere it with a little bit of sticky tape, just on the paper so it seals on the cake. I've got a large blush brush that I only use for cake decorating purposes, and applying some edible gold dust onto the cake that's exposed. And that's just regular buttercream, and it sticks to it like a gem. Then take away the stick tape from the paper to reveal your stencil design. Now I've rolled out some fondant using a flower plunger, just plunging it onto the cake, just at the very top corner of each triangle, applying some water to the center, and then my edible pink pearl. And again, I'm going in with those flowers, just arranging them on the top of the cake. You can adhere those onto the cake with a little bit of buttercream as well. Then I've gone in with a leaf tip just to create little green leaves here. And I colour all my buttercream using gel food colour. I like to use the AmeriColor brand. Applying little flowers to the little fondant flowers there as well. And then for the very last cake, this is just going to be a regular kind of naked cake. Again, sticking to the theme with all turquoise and pink. Applying it to the side of the cake, flattening it out, and then adding to the top as well. You can make it as naked or as covered as you like. And then clearing up the very top. And using a open star tip, here I'll have all the numbers in the description box below this video. Just making dollops on the very top of the cake, attaching 2 macaron cookies together and applying those onto the top of the cake as well. Just like so, and then piping a small shell border around the bottom, just squeezing and then moving up and then back down to create kind of like a overlapping shell. And there's another 3 easy ways you can decorate your miniature cakes with buttercream. A couple of fun decorations, some macaroons, all really pretty little cakes. Thanks again for watching guys, and I'll catch you next time.